Hey, did you know a single toy can unlock your newborn's first smile, first grasp, or even their first big milestone? Not just any toy, mind you, but the right one, picked with purpose. I've spent years watching tiny hands fumble and bright eyes light up. And today, I'm spilling the beans on the only 5 toys you need for your little one's earliest days. Stick with me, because one of these is so powerful, it's practically a developmental superpower in disguise. Let's dive deeper. What if I told you that a simple rattle isn't just a noisemaker, but a secret weapon for opening those tightly clenched baby fists? It's true. Newborns start life with hands balled up like they're holding on to the world's tiniest secrets. But getting those fingers to unfurl is step 1 to grabbing, exploring, and connecting with everything around them. That's where a soft cylindrical rattle comes in. Picture this. You're sitting cross-legged on the floor, your baby nestled in your lap, and you gently bend their wrist forward, just to a 90-degree angle. Like magic, those little fingers relax and you slip the rattle in. It's soft, so when it inevitably slips and bonks them on the nose, there's no tears, just a surprised blink. But here's the kicker. It's not just about grip. Hold that rattle 8 to 12 inches from their face, give it a little shake, and watch their eyes lock on. Move it side to side and they'll track it, building the hand-eye coordination they'll need for everything, from grabbing a spoon to scribbling their first masterpiece. It's not flashy, but it's foundational. And trust me, those early wins, seeing their gaze follow that rattle, feel like you've just won the parenting Olympics. Beyond that, toys at this stage gotta be lightweight and safe. Babies drop stuff, a lot. Hard plastic or wooden toys, forget it. They're an accident waiting to happen when your little one is lying on their back, flailing like a tiny rock star. So we stick to soft, forgiving materials. And it's not just about safety, it's about sparking curiosity. The best toys aren't just things to hold. They're invitations to explore, to feel, to figure out this wild new world. We're talking sensory magic, muscle-building sneaky tricks, and even ways to make tummy time less of a battle. I've seen parents go from dreading those fussy floor sessions to cheering as their baby lifts their head, all because of a cleverly placed toy. Curious yet? Let's unpack the why and how of picking toys that don't just sit there, but actually grow with your baby. All right, let's lay it all out. Newborns aren't just cute little bundles. They're tiny humans wired to learn from day 1. But their starting point is raw. Hands clenched, vision blurry beyond a foot, and muscles that can barely hold up their own head. That's where toys step in as more than distractions. They're tools to bridge those gaps. First, fine motor skills. Those balled-up fists I mentioned, totally normal for the first 3 months. It's a reflex, a leftover from the womb. But we want to nudge those hands open so they can start interacting. That's why a soft rattle works. Place it in their palm, and you're literally teaching them how to hold on. Then there's vision. At birth, babies see clearly only up to 30 centimeters, about the length of your forearm. Anything farther is a fuzzy mess. So toys need to come close with high contrast or movement to catch their eye. Visual fixation and tracking, like following that rattle, lay the groundwork for hand-eye coordination. Without it, reaching for a toy or later a crayon is a no-go. Next, sensory input. Newborns learn through touch, sound, and sight. A toy with textures or crinkles isn't just fun. It's wiring their brain to process the world. And don't forget physical strength. Tummy time builds neck and upper body muscles for rolling over and crawling. But it's tough without motivation. Toys that engage them during this, think mirrors or propped up books, turn grumbles into grit. Now, let me paint a picture. I remember watching a friend struggle with her newborn during tummy time. The baby would just cry, face planted into the mat, and she felt like a failure. I handed her a shatterproof mirror, told her to lay it flat in front. Within minutes, that little one caught sight of their own reflection. Babies are hardwired to love faces and started pushing up to stare. Neck muscles working overtime, fussing forgotten. That's the power of a toy that fits the need. Or take the lightweight ball with big holes, perfect for their palmar grasp, where the thumb tucks into the palm, making most toys impossible to hold. But those holes? Fingers slip right in, no matter how clumsy. I've seen a 2-month-old clutch one for the first time, eyes wide like they've just discovered superpowers, building the tiny hand muscles they'll need to feed themselves down the line. Then there's the fabric book, all textures and sounds. One I've used had a crinkly page that sounded like a candy wrapper, a bumpy bit for rubbing, and soft fur to stroke. Lay it out during tummy time, or read it on your lap, pointing out each feature. And you're not just playing, you're bonding while they scratch and grasp, sharpening fine motor skills and sensory awareness. And the mirror? Beyond tummy time, as they get stronger around 2 months, prop it at an angle. It'll lift their head longer just to see themselves. Strengthening muscles for sitting up. Each of these toys targets a specific gap, motor, sensory, physical, and works best when you're in the game too. Guiding, cheering, making it fun. It's not about overloading their toy box. It's about picking with precision. 5 toys, 5 purposes, all building toward those big firsts. Reaching, rolling, connecting. Now hold on a sec. What if the toy everyone overlooks turns out to be the dark horse that changes everything? Let's talk about that shatterproof mirror again, but deeper. It's not just a tummy time trick. It's tapping into something primal. Babies are obsessed with faces from the get-go. It's coded into their DNA for survival, to recognize caregivers. So, when they see their own reflection, it's like a magnet. I've watched a 1-month-old, barely able to lift their chin, lock eyes with themselves in a mirror laid flat. They coo, they wiggle, they're hooked. That distraction buys precious minutes of tummy time, building neck strength without the meltdown. Here's the twist. Fast forward a few weeks, prop that mirror up at a 45-degree angle, and now it's a challenge. They've got to push harder, hold their head higher to catch that fascinating face. I've seen babies go from lasting 30 seconds to a full 2 minutes. Little arms trembling but determined, all for a glimpse of themselves. That's not just play. That's grit in the making. And the ripple effect? Stronger neck muscles mean better head control, which means sitting up sooner, which means reaching for toys with purpose. It's a chain reaction sparked by a toy most parents would skip because it's too simple. But simple is strategic. Pair it with a fabric book during tummy time. Open it flat or prop it up. And now you've got double the incentive. One baby I knew would grunt and strain to touch the shiny page, oblivious to the workout they were getting. Their mom laughed, saying it was like watching a mini bodybuilder. That's the hidden power here. Toys that seem basic but hack into what babies naturally crave, turning effort into entertainment. It's not random, it's neuroscience meeting playtime. And when you see those tiny victories, head up, eyes bright, you'll know you're not just filling time, you're building their future, one tummy session at a time. Let's hit the peak. If you can only grab one toy, make it the baby gym. Hands down, it's the heavyweight champ of newborn development. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it's a game changer. Picture a soft mat on your living room floor. Arches overhead with dangling toys. Little stars, rattles, crinkly shapes, swaying just within reach. Your baby lies on their back, tiny eyes catching the movement, tracking side to side, sharpening visual skills that'll one day help them catch a ball or read a book. That's just the start. As they stare, they turn their head, working neck muscles without even knowing it. A few weeks in, those dangling toys become targets. They bat at them with wobbly arms or kick with frantic legs, making the toys dance. Every swat, every kick strengthens arms, legs, tummy, back, preparing them for rolling over, crawling, sitting, even standing down the road. I've seen a 3-month-old under a gym, legs pumping like they're running a marathon, just to make a jingly star swing. Their dad was floored, whispering, "I didn't know they could do that yet." But here's why it's my top pick. Versatility. It's a safe spot for back, tummy, or side play. Your go-to whenever they're on the floor. Those hanging toys? Unclip them. Now they're handheld, perfect for the stroller, your lap, or a bouncer, building fine motor skills as they grip and explore. It's multiple toys in one, adapting as your baby grows. Contrast that with single-use gadgets cluttering up your space. A baby gym earns its keep. I recall one exhausted mom who swore by hers. She'd plop her little one under it for 20 minutes of peace, watching them coo at the toys while she sipped lukewarm coffee. And it wasn't just a break. She noticed her baby reaching farther each day, muscles getting stronger, milestones inching closer. Data backs this up. Studies show multisensory play environments like baby gyms boost motor development by up to 30% in the first 6 months compared to limited stimulation. It's not a luxury, it's a launch pad. Use it from day one, whether they're gazing or grabbing, and you're setting them up for every big step ahead. I've guided countless parents through this, and the look on their face when their baby first rolls under that gym, it's pure gold. That's why, if your budget or space is tight, skip the rest and invest here. It's not just a toy, it's a foundation for every first your baby's about to conquer. Now, let's lighten the mood with a little heart melter. You've got all these toys lined up, rattles, mirrors, the whole shebang. But let me spill a secret that'll make you grin. The absolute best toy for your newborn? It's not in any store, and it won't cost you a dime. It's you. Yeah, you. Your face, your voice, your goofy little games. Babies crave connection more than anything, and nothing beats the magic of your interaction. Picture this. It's a quiet afternoon. You're on the couch, baby in your arms, and you start a simple round of peekaboo. You hide behind your hands, pop out with a big boo, and there it is, their first real giggle. All gums and pure joy, like you've just invented comedy. I've seen it happen. That split second where their eyes crinkle and they get it. They're in on the joke with you. It's not just cute. It's wiring their brain for social skills, emotional bonding, even language down the line. Studies say babies who get consistent face-to-face play show faster cognitive growth, up to 25% quicker in hitting verbal milestones. And it's not hard. Sing a silly song, make funny faces, or just narrate your day in a sing-song voice while they stare, mesmerized. I remember one rainy day, stuck inside with a fussy little one. I started mimicking their coos back to them, like we were having a deep convo. 5 minutes later, they were talking non-stop, little hands waving like they had big opinions. Their mom walked in, cracked up, and said, "I didn't know I had a chatterbox." That's the power. You don't need batteries or instructions to be their favorite playmate. Toys are tools, sure, but they amplify what you bring to the table. Lay under that baby gin with them. Dangle a toy. Cheer their every wiggle, and you're not just playing, You're building trust, security, a bond that'll carry you through every tantrum and triumph. So next time you're overwhelmed, remember, a toy might catch their eye, but your smile catches their heart. Keep a few of these moments in your back pocket, whether it's blowing raspberries on their tummy or dancing with them to some old school tunes, and you'll see they light up brighter than any gadget ever could. It's the simplest, sweetest win in parenting, and it's all yours to give. So here's the bottom line. Your newborn's first months are a whirlwind, but the right toys, those 5 champs like the Baby Gym, Soft Rattle, Easy Grip Ball, Fabric Book, and Mirror, can turn chaos into growth. They're not just stuff. They're stepping stones for motor skills, vision, strength, and sensory smarts, setting the stage for every milestone ahead. Pick with purpose, play with heart, and watch those tiny wins stack up. If you've loved hearing about these game changers and want more tips to make parenting feel a little lighter, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell. Your support keeps me sharing. And hey, I'd love to know, which of these toys are you most excited to try with your little one? Or do you have a fave already? Drop your story in the comments. I'm all ears.